Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum everyone. My name is Faizan SoftwareWala, level 1 student at Lehan School, Islamabad campus. So welcome to another excited episode. Today we are delighted to welcome Lehan, aka Connector, dedicated to building meaningful connections between Korea and the world through language, culture, people, and opportunities. Lehan missions goes far beyond teaching the Korean language. It helps people understand Korea more deeply and while empowering Koreans to communicate confidently with the global community. So, first of all, could you please introduce yourself and tell us about your journey to our viewers?
Yeah, I teach Korean on Instagram. I'm a Korean tutor, and my dream, let's say, I want to become a person who can connect, a person who has ability and who wants an opportunity to a company who's hiring the person uh that hiring people that I was just say. So if the person fits in the company's what we need, I hope I can just connect to people as fast as I can.
Okay, that's really too great introduction. So, what inspired you to become a K connector? Yes.
Mhm. What inspired me? I'm not still a K connector. I want to become a K connector. Let's say that. Um, what inspired me? I just love I love people. I like to help people by just giving them the right opportunities. So if I can know many people, I want to do something with these people. So maybe that's why that inspired me to be a K connector. Yeah.
Okay, that's really great. So, how did your passion for Korean language and culture begin?
Okay. How my passion for language has begun. Hmm. If should I be honest, I think it was 2025 January. My friend who's in military said there's a guy who can speak English and Spanish so well. He's Korean. He said, I think it's good to know more languages if you want to work in an international company. That's actually started my journey of learning more languages. It started with Spanish. So the reason why is because language can give you more opportunities, let's say. That inspired me.
Okay, that's really a good answer. So, what are the defining moments that lead you to this mission?
My defining moment was when I started my Instagram. Just I started post some random things initially, but I somehow got some viewers and more followers. So I felt some duty to make good content. So that's why I started to be a let's say okay let's what can I do like there's nothing I can do like I'm actually just nothing. I have no ability. I don't know how to do coding. So but I can speak English and I know Korean, so what if I can just be a Korean teacher? And then I started to teach Korean.
Okay, so I am a software developer, graphic designer, English teacher. I teach English to students with AI and help to learn English. So, what advice would you give to me?
Honestly, I have no advice to give you. Maybe you're doing better than me. I'm not. I'm just nothing. I'm just Korean who can speak English and who has some followers, 6,500 followers now. I don't know, 6,300. That's all I have. Advice is maybe just keep doing what you want to do. Like this interview things. I love the way you approach people. Just try to do as much as you can. And I don't know, but being humble is the most important thing. But whatever you do, there's always gonna be a better person, a higher person. So just always be humble and try to learn. Yeah.
Okay, that's really great. So, what motivates you to connect Korea with people around the world?
Hmm. I since I'm a Korean citizen, I have one responsibility, which is I want to contribute to the growth of Korea, whether it's Korean drama, Korean K-pop. But I'm not a singer, I'm not a piano player, I'm not an actor. So only thing I can do is Korean teaching. So yeah, what the reason why is because I want to the Korean connecting is because I think this is the only thing I have and I can English, Korean, I love people, so maybe I can connect people. So and I had to contribute to Korea as a Korean citizen. So it's a duty mixed with my only ability. My only thing I can do is Korean language. Yeah, makes sense?
Okay. So, sir, my next question that how would you describe yourself in 3 words?
In 3 words, how that's a good question. I'll say young. I'm still young and willing to change and not wanting to be lazy.
Great, excellent.
I'm not
Okay,
sure the
what
word lazy.
personal values guide your work?
What was that?
I said that. That's what personal values guide your work. What personal
Oh,
values?
what personal values guide my work? Right. Hmm. What personal guide? I don't honestly. I don't think have the personal value yet. I just trying to believe in God. Yeah, that's all I want to say. I just trying to believe in a higher power. Let's say I just want to surrender myself to God.
Okay. So, what has been the biggest challenge in your journey?
My biggest challenge was my arrogance, my attitude towards people I love. I think I betrayed so many peoples in my life. I made them disappointed. Yeah, my personality is biggest challenge. My personality is so bad, but I want to change it.
Okay. So, how do you define success in today's world?
Oh, how to define success? I used to think it was money, fame, like power, but now I think it's more like i- surrounding yourself with people you love. Yeah, I think that's the answer. Sorry for my camera. I'm making ramen now, so sorry. Yeah. So surrounding yourself with people you love, I think that's a success.
Okay, that's really great. So, what advice would you give to your younger self?
Oh, that's a good question. What advice am I going to give to my younger self is don't make people around you disappointed just because of what you say. Just be careful with what you say. Don't think this relationship is something you can take for granted. Just don't take this relationship for granted. Like even this interview is very important for me. It's not something easy, something I can take it for granted. Yeah.
Okay. So, sir, my next question, what does the little K connector mean to you?
Well, it's a little K connector.
Mean to you?
Ah, what K connector means to you? My biggest vision, yeah, is my biggest vision where I can make a many connection with people who are talented and I can connect them to the place they can fit in. So my biggest vision.
Okay. So, why is it important to connect Korea with the rest of the world?
I think it's because I'm a Korean citizen, and if I was born in, let's say, Pakistan, it would be more like Pakistan connected. So because I'm Korean, I should connect with Korean people to the world. I think. Yeah.
That's
Mhm.
really too great. So, how do you help foreigners better understand Korean culture?
How do I make foreigners to understand Korean culture?
Yes.
Mm. So to understand Korean culture, I don't know. Like the thing is, even in even though I'm Korean, there are many Koreans. There are good Koreans, bad Koreans. There are many different types of Korean. So I would say you don't have to understand the Korea itself. You just try to understand the person in front of you. Even though let's say you're from Pakistan, Faizan, you're Pakistani, but that doesn't mean you're defined by all the cultures in Pakistan. You have your different uniqueness. So just trying to understand the person you're talking to. That's important.
Yes, that's so important. Okay, so what are the biggest misconceptions people have
Mm-hmm.
about Korea?
The biggest misconception about Korea. I don't know. Um, I don't know what kind of misconception they would have. Well, maybe like Korea. I don't know. It's hard to answer this question. Yeah.
Okay. So, which country did you like? Yes.
Which country do I like? Sorry.
Yes, yes. Which
Which
country?
country do I like? Mm. Ah, I think I like countries that like me. Like, let's say I like the countries that has the most people who like Lehan. So probably India. India, I think, has so many people that like me.
Okay. So, how do you help Koreans communicate more effectively with international audience?
Mm. How? Hey, can you say it one more time? I'm so sorry.
Yes, sir.
How what was the how? How?
I again repeat. So, I said
Oh.
that how do you help Koreans communicate more effectively with international audiences?
Mm. I think they must speak English. They must speak English. They must learn how to say what they want to say. That's it. The
Okay.
English and honest English.
Okay. So, my next question from you: what role does culture play in building strong relationships?
Mm. But by the way, can I eat ramen? I'm so hungry.
Okay, we will
Oh yeah.
take some break. Okay. So, sir, my next question from you is that what qualities make someone a successful global communicator?
English, the language first, and then just listening skill. Yeah, you have to understand what the person really say. So understanding, listening, and language.
Okay. So, my next question: how can cultural understanding reduce misunderstandings?
How culture understanding. What was the verb you said?
I again repeat, sir. Okay. So, how can cultural understanding reduce misunderstanding?
Use me this thing. If you know, okay, culture understanding. This part is not something I figure out yet, but if you know the culture, like the food, there's more things. I mean, the more you know, there must be more things you can talk about, and obviously that will reduce the misunderstanding naturally.
Okay. So, sir, my next question from you is
Mhm.
that can you tell me what impact do you hope your work will have on future generations?
Mm, good question. I hope I can um I know I just want to be a person who people see me and then they can kind of relate to me. Kind of yeah, right. I feel the same as Lehan did. I hope I can be the person who someone who people can actually relate to.
Okay.
That's
So,
it.
sir, my
Mhm.
next question for you is that what inspired you to teach the Korean language?
Because that's the only thing I can do. I only have English and Korean, so that's the only thing I can do. Like that's the only reason. That what inspires me. Yeah.
Okay. So, sir, my next question from you is that what is the biggest challenge for beginners learning Korean?
They have no reason to learn Korean. I think that's the biggest challenge. If so, for example, if you have Korean friend you have to talk to every day, there's a reason, and you can study Korean easily. But if you have no motivation, it's hard to keep studying Korean. So less more the non-existence of motivation. That's the reason. Yeah.
Okay. So, my next question, what advice would you give to someone learning Korean for first time?
You have to be able to read Hangul. You have to install Korean keyboard, and you have to type Korean frequently and listen to Korean podcast or drama and have a friend to talk to in Korean. Yeah, that's it.
Okay, that's really great. So, my next question, how long does it usually take to become conversational in Korean?
Hmm, how long does it take to be like have a conversation in Korean, right?
Yes.
I I'd say if you're really passionate and if you have real reason you have to speak Korean, I think maybe if you can really immerse yourself in learning Korean only, I'll say 3 months, maybe 3 months. Yeah, 3 months.
Okay. So, what are the most common mistakes language learners make?
Yeah, they think they need a teacher. That's a mistake. They don't need a teacher. They just need a system and regularly just study, talk, and write, type in Korean with AI also. Please use AI and do it regularly. You don't need a teacher. You just make your own system.
Okay, that's really great. So, how can learners stay motivated?
Mm, that's a, that's also what I want to figure out. One thing I do is I have a friend that I'm talking with a specific language. So it's good to have a friend of a specific language that you speak the language with regularly.
Okay, so my next question for you, what learning methods do you recommend it?
Mm. Try to have conversation with that language, not using other language. So, for example, I'm learning Spanish now, and I intentionally speak Spanish, not using Korean or English. Just speak Spanish, and if there's any word that I don't know, I figure out and use it again and again.
Okay, so do you have any last advice at the interview last? Do you have any advice for our viewers? Yes.
Um, Advice. I mean, it's very confusing these days about because of AI, but just have good relationship with people around you. That's it.
Okay, that's really two great advice. So for this was today's guest. I hope you like it. I made with new guest next day, next topic. Thank you. Allah Hafiz.
Cool.
Thank you, sir, for giving me your precious time.
Yeah.